Our buddy with the 2012 Nissan Juke is back. As some of my subscribers may know, I did the timing chain replacement on it last year, and there's still some issues going on, especially battery. The rack and pinion has sustained some damage while driving. So today's video, we will be replacing the rack and pinion. All right, first thing first, we get it up in the air. Gotta take the tires off so we can get to the joints. Next, we gotta take off your joints. These are a 15 millimeter. Next thing you want to do is go inside the car. See where the steering shaft goes into the firewall. This right here is just held on by two little clips. You can see right here and a little red one over there. The screw came out easily. I just used a open and box ratcheting. And now, time to unscrew it from the bottom and pull it straight out. Normally, you would have to take off a power steering hose going to and coming from the rack and pinion. However, the Nissan Juke has an enclosed unit, so there's no fluid you have to drain, which is a very good thing. But you do have to get the bolts in 18, and how I get it off, I use a flex type, and then show it off from the bottom. That's all I do. From there, you take a nice long pry bar. Have to get your bolts out, shove it up in here, and pry the boot out of the hole. And once the boot is out of the hole, it's ready to come out of the car. All right, to get the power steering unit completely out, we have to completely remove the bracket there, the mount here. So that has to come loose, and this has to drop down 2 or 3 inches. I even use a pry bar here and pulled it down just to get it out of the hole. And we pulled it out this way. We took the boot off first, and it slid underneath that just fine. Getting the new one on, make sure you have your boot off first. It slides completely fine into there. Kind of wiggle it around, and there it is. Come up here, don't forget to put your boot back on first before you slide it into the hole. Before you slide it, yeah, because that has to go into the hole. Make sure your boot's back on first. After you put your boot on, put your 2 bolts in. 2 bolts, and then you have your outside bolts. And then from the outside bolts, I've dropped the car down and attached the inside steering back to it. So we are, now I didn't screw it down, I just slid it over to give us the room, so when we put this back up, everything's gonna be lined up and I'm not gonna be fighting against anything. From here, we're just gonna bolt everything back up, put it all back up, and then tighten it on the inside, and this is done.